This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there. Okay, so Milkbar, apparently a milk bar is a convenience store in Australia. Who knew that, right? I didn't know that. So apparently a milk bar is a convenience store, kind of like a 7-Eleven or a bodega, right? But he is over on Twitter and he is giving Candace Owens fits. I mean, goodness gracious. He does a great job. His name is Nathan. Great guy that really does a good job. Well, a lot of us have talked about this, and I want to bring this in. At one time, Candace had a website called Social Autopsy that would dox individuals that were out there on various and sundry sites putting out bad information or whatever, that they would put their information out there for everybody to know who they are. Like, this is John Smith, and John Smith works here, and this is John Smith's address, John Smith's phone number, this is John Smith's kids. It was crazy work. It was crazy work. And it was categorically denounced by both sides, the left and the right. Nobody wanted that. And that's really I really believe what pushed Candace out of the private sector into the public sphere, because she was doing pieces and hit pieces against Donald Trump. And she was so turned off by how the left responded to her that she, quote unquote, became a conservative. And that's how the Candace Owens that we know today was born. So Milkbar sat down with one of her victims, and this was an excellent interview. So I'm gonna bring this in. If you've seen it, shout out. If you haven't seen it, hopefully this will be a chance for you to check out.
Company is referred to as Social Autopsy.
And of course, I want you to please go check out Milkbar. His link will be down in the description as well. Shout out to the mods. Thank you, everybody who's hopped into the best live channel on the internet. Let's go.
And apparently they've already compiled a database of individuals online who harass people or bully people.
Words are real. People don't assign, there's no humanity behind what they say. They just think it's not real. And that's what technology takes away from children, the fact that it is real. And you would never in a million years say those things to someone's face.
Candace Owens, aka Red Pill Black, is going to put my life in danger by doxing me. All because I typed mean words on the internet.
This entire controversy, people calling you out, originated from Tree of Logic, right? She was the first.
People were like, you're just jealous of Candace.
It was never about doxing people. It was honestly, to me, jealousy.
Like, no, I'm not trying to get killed because I left policing, and in the process of being a police officer, I put two men in jail, federal penitentiary because of me, and they vowed, through most of their time incarcerated, that when they get out, they will find me and they will kill me. They would rape me first and then they would kill me. So I think I have an interest in making sure that my dox isn't out there.
It is Candace Owens, the founder of socialautopsy.com.
The first ever search database that compiles and allows the public to easily access the digital footprint of individuals and companies. These individuals are your teachers, doctors, neighbors, and business owners. And for the first time ever, you will be given the chance to run a real background check on them to see what these people represent behind closed doors.
What we want to do is clean up the internet so that we can make it a safer place.
As you know, that website is a thorough dox. It dox any and everybody, including children. And so I wanted my dox off that site. But most of all, I wanted the site shut down because I'm just against doxing.
Joining me today is a YouTuber who has done pretty much the scariest thing that one person can do. She has come out as conservative. Candace Owens, aka Red Pill Black.
Mike Cernovic gave her the name Red Pill Black because her real name, Candace Owens, was connected to the doxing site Social Autopsy and all of the things that she did back then.
There's the truth about our activism,
especially with her blog.
What's up, everyone? My name is Candace Owens. I'm the CEO of Degree180.com,
where she talked about how to get medication on the low, and how she talked about Trump and saying that he had a mushroom penis that's 2 inches tall, and that's the reason why he's unhinged. She was anti Trump and very pro-Hillary.
I considered myself a Democrat and a liberal about a year and a half ago as Trump was kind of rising up.
But you didn't vote for Donald Trump, to be clear.
I did not.
I was watching Harmful Opinions video, and Harmful Opinions was really clowning us. When I say us, I'm talking about conservatives and right-wingers. He was like, oh, you know, Candace Owens, the one that had a doxing site. Yeah, she's now under the moniker of Red Pill Black, and she's got the conservatives to fund that doxing site. So it looks like that doxing site that we took down is going to eventually come up. And I was like, what?
The unpublished site currently has about 20,000 profiles, but the creator's goal is to launch Kickstarter Denial Be Damned with 150,000.
The site wasn't live at this point, but you were shown how to kind of access it to see what information they had, and that's how you found it.
They just had they had a vulnerability in the security part of the website, and it was just easy to get in. And I followed the directions and I got in. First thing I did was look for my docs to see if I was on there. And I looked for it not thinking I was going to be on there. But then when I saw, I just can't even tell you, Nathan, like, I can laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing at the time. I was horrified to see my docs, my full docs, and to see the pictures that were there. And these were different type of pictures. Like, there are certain pictures that I can see of myself and I know exactly where that came from. So I can see some pictures of myself and go, oh, that's when I was a dominatrix. Oh, that's when I was a bodybuilder. Oh, that's when I was in politics. Oh, that's when I was on my old channel. Oh, that's when I was in college. Oh, that's when I was a police officer. I know certain pictures. I can tell who should have them. These particular pictures were family pictures. These particular pictures are only pictures that my family members, my biological family members, who I don't deal with anymore. I haven't dealt with them since the late 90s. But there's some bad blood between me and them. And so my cousin put my my complete docs on, and she verified it because I did call her, and she's put it on this site.
Have someone that you'd like to add to our morgue? Submit them. Our database is continually grown by anonymous submissions from individuals like you.
If you have a problem with someone, or you want to get back at someone, or you just want to be vengeful like my cousin, all you have to do is log in anonymously, and then you're able to get into the website. But you can do it anonymously. You don't have to connect your Google account or sign in with an email and get validation. And anybody can log in, right? And what they want is they want the picture of the person that you're going to dox or put on the database. They want they want the legal name, but they also want aliases. So with me, she put my legal name, but she also put my birth name. And they want your address. They want your you to put down your current job, so they can basically try to get you fired. They also, on the website, they want to know all the schools you went to, from elementary school to middle school to high school to graduate school. And if you also went to post-grad, they want that information. So every school, it was so much stuff, and it was the most, they want screenshots of what you said that was politically incorrect, all right, or that was triggering. So they want to see if you said something like Hitler did nothing wrong, or I don't want to deal with the 5013s, or, or do the N-word tower. If you did any of that, they want to show that on your profile. And then they want to list every social media platform that you have. It is a thorough and full docs.
What we are doing is figuratively lifting the masks up, so nobody can hide behind, Twitter handles or privatized profiles.
What was the threshold to even be on the site?
No, but anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. This stuff is not even validated.
If somebody creates a fake Facebook profile pretending to be you, you've got a bigger problem than social autopsy, right? Your first problem is that someone has created a fake profile pretending to be you.
Did you have contact with her?
She blocked me when I asked her to take it down, that I have people killing me, and that my cousin, when I told her, I literally tweeted to her, I said, Candace, well, red pill black, but I called her, hey, listen, can you please don't launch this site, because it has my full docs on there, and I have 2 men looking to kill me as of today. So it's like, you're putting my life in danger. And so when I told this to Candace, I said, hey, Candace, my full docs is on your website. And I'm a former police officer. There's 2 men who are out now, okay? And they're looking to kill me. If they find me, because I changed my legal name, I changed my appearance, and I'm very tall. I can't do anything about that, right? I'm 6'3". So what am I gonna do? Cut off my legs? So and of course I grew, this is my hair. These are dreadlocks. So I grew my hair out, because it used to be permed. And I did everything I could, contact lenses. I did everything I could to change my appearance.
We exist as a clean archive of an individual's words only, from which employers, friends, and universities alike may draw their own conclusions.
This is saying that social autopsy is not responsible for anything that happens to the person that you dox. They are not responsible for any consequences that will result from the personal information that are placed on their website. Free and clear, okay?
I was the only one on the right that knew everything for that site. I knew the ins and outs. I knew how it worked, when it started. I knew the backstory. I knew the current story. And so Dave Rubin and a lot of people wanted to get to the bottom of that, but they wanted to do it in a way that Candace can defend herself, because the walls start closing in. And that's how she picked Blair White.
That, what you're describing there, doesn't sound to me like a doxing. A doxing website would be, I'm using this site to release information about people. But you're saying basically this was going to be an archive home for schools to look at this information and sift through it. Okay.
Blair White had nothing to do with me and what I was doing. Me and Blair are cool, but what I'm saying is that she picked Blair White on purpose. 1, because Blair's trans, but 2, she picked Blair because she knew Blair couldn't defend the site, because Blair didn't know much about the site. And even though I did my best to coach her before, it's way too much information for her to retain. She did bring some notes. If you see that debate between her and Candace on the Dave Rubin show, it was way too much when Candace would come out with, well, this is available and that is available. Because one of Candace's defense is, everything that's available on socialautopsy.com is available on Facebook, and that's a lie.
Just to be clear, all the site did was take in public information,
Public
correct?
information. The information was right there. As you said, my website never docked a single person.
That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? My stuff, none of that information, including my name, including my picture, is available on Facebook. I've never, ever had that happen on Facebook. I've always had some kind of initials or maybe my first real name, but I've never put my full docs on Facebook, because I never trust social media like that. I'm a former police officer. Why would I do that? I have, at the time, I put a lot of bad people in jail. You know what I'm saying? Why would I put myself on blast like that?
Yeah, so I created a splash page, which is all that is that she's referring to.
We had nothing but a splash page at that point.
It doesn't make any sense. If the site's not working and we're not recording anything and she's against what she started, these should all link to page not found, 404 error. Let's see if that's the case. Holy crap.
My web developer, I forwarded him all the emails from February. Did you not see these?
No,
He called it a non-functioning splash page because we hadn't yet built the technology.
Okay, so
You're making it seem like I'm a liar. And that's what I wasn't okay with. It was something that was told to me by my web developer, and I repeated that.
If there was a database, it's not a non-functioning splash page. So are you willing to take it back that it was a non-functioning splash page?
I am more than happy to admit, and like I said to Dave.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't even know that as soon as a child is able to have their own profile and to get on these community boards, they could be doxxed, according to her own words.
pretty much, if you are a minor, you are not excluded from anything if you are posting in a public place saying awful things.
And it was with no help of the conservatives. I had to get the feminists and the liberals, as well as a lot of libertarians in the center, to help me pressure her and basically make a big ruckus about it. Because the only reason the conservatives were able to like nudge her a little bit and say, you got to take this site down, especially with Alex Jones, is to shame the right, saying, oh, I thought y'all wasn't for doxing. I thought you guys are not supposed to be for doxing. Oh, you're doxers too. So it made them look bad, like they're SJWs, like they're libtards as well. And so out of face, that's the reason why they shamed, not shamed, the left, and I shamed her because, like I said, I didn't have nobody on the right help me.
She called me a crackhead, and when Blair said that this was a foul rumor to spread, Candace Owens said, oh, it's not a rumor, implying that this was a fact.
You called Tree of Logic a crackhead. You called,
I genuinely think she's on drugs.
Okay, that's fine.
She said I was releasing a doxing site in 3 weeks, and she was scared for her life. That's definitely not living with normal reality.
So the following morning, I got in my car, drove to a local health clinic to take an extensive drug test. 3 days later, I posted my test results on my Twitter profile, showing that I tested negative for everything, including medication.
How come I haven't been sued if these people's lives were completely ruined, if it happened a year ago?
Candace, I don't know. Ask people who didn't choose to sue you. I don't fucking know.
When I arrive in Texas, I will do two things. One, reveal my real name. And two,
real quick, does anybody else find it interesting? Candace is forever wanting somebody to sue her. I've never seen somebody beg to be sued as much. Not only like in her actions, but she literally vocalizes, I want you to sue me. That is some wild work. I've never seen somebody behave like that. And it's just really strange and odd to me that she's so dedicated to being sued. That's weird. That is such a weird, I don't even understand what that is. And also, if I could please have all the mods, if you have a blue wrench next to your name, can you shoot me an email real quick? I want to make sure I have everybody's email.
File a lawsuit against Candace Owens for slander.
I reached out to so many people, but they were like, come on, play right. We need somebody like Candace. She's articulate. She's black. She's a woman. And we need her to get the blacks off the Democratic plantation. That bullshit.
A movement called Blacksit, which encourages black voters to leave the Democratic Party.
It is time for us to stand up for our community boldly.
Right. And it was like they weren't hearing me because they needed her for their agenda. And it didn't matter she had this doxing site. It didn't matter that she had a tool that could be used against them. They didn't care. They just needed their so-called Harriet Tubman because their fascination with trying to get blacks from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party. It was so fake. It was just, all of that was so fake.
You know, I have to hand it to Candace. She's the best con artist I have seen in years. She interviewed with the right people. None of them fact-checked her, and none of them went to the website that is still up and running, collecting doxing information right now as I speak.
This is going to sound crazy coming from me, but I appreciate someone like Candace Owens to show me the hypocrisy on both sides, the nastiness, and how money and power rules over all. It doesn't matter about morality. It doesn't, and I'm talking about for the left and the right, but I'm a right winger. I'm a conservative. So when I looked at my side, I'm like, man, we're just as bad as the left. We just have different views, you know?
Right.
So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have saw that side of my political side. And therefore, the rose-colored glasses were off.
I just want you to answer what people say, because, you know, I'll show a compilation of just her having zero consistency on any subject whatsoever. And then people will look at that, including social autopsy.
Simply put, social autopsy is your digital footprint. So be mindful of the words that you share.
And it's an exciting time to be alive. And I encourage everybody out there, get your voice out there. Don't be scared to say whatever you're thinking. Nobody can stop you.
And they'll say, oh, but that was 10 years ago. She's changed.
How?
Who paid Tree of Logic? Who paid Richard Spencer to retweet something?
If I say that I think something is paid, that is at my discretion. I can say I cannot present to you a fact, and you can't present to me not a fact. Okay, so we're both.
And what has emerged to me is very clearly a picture, a network of influencers who I believe are being paid to go after certain people.
You can't prove it's not true, and I can't prove it's true.
Okay, you are admitting that.
It's on you. It's on my opinion.
You made the claim.
It's on
I think you're admitting you speculated. So
yes.
it's
The feds made up the text messages.
But you don't have anyone from like the FBI telling you that, or law
I have
enforcement?
leaks.
Okay.
No.
Has anyone leaked to you?
And Tyler Robinson
But has anyone said to you, even off the record, like, yeah, we faked these?
I have very strong sources everywhere on both sides.
Well, I look forward to seeing the evidence of that.
Sure.
I am the one that can basically just destroy every rebuttal that anybody can say about it, because I studied her the most. I think you're going to be the second one who can do the same thing, because it was so personal. It wasn't about her. I know the doxing site was bad, but it was personal. My life was on the line for this. So this was different for me. So I know this like the back of my hands. So I had someone say, why are you bringing up something that happened so long ago? She addressed this in her book. I said, what did she say? Nothing. They can't tell me nothing. I said, because if she addressed it, tell me what she said, because every time she addressed it, she'll say, my heart is in the right place.
My passion behind it was well-intended, but it was totally naive and not something that now I know that I shouldn't have done.
Yeah, has she ever actually apologized for it?
She said, I will never, ever apologize for socialautopsy.com because my heart was in the right place. I had good intentions for that site.
Yeah. It takes a particular, I think, like, I mean, a broken person, but I'd also say maybe evil, to dox children and not think that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. And she said that looking straight into the camera, unapologetic, like that she's a different type of evil.
We stand by the fact that we think the best time to be on our database is when you are a minor, because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We are trying to affect their, conscious when they're young, so they know to use the internet more responsibly when they're older. There's no harm, no foul, really, if you're a minor, right? You have this profile for 365 days. You're not applying to college. You're not, going out for a job. It doesn't do anything to affect your livelihood in any way. So we think that that's really honestly the best time for people to learn.
You touch on
that wasn't true back in 2017. That's not true now. I think it's even more not true now. But what was she talking about? I think she was just freestyling. She was literally just freestyling. Like, oh, it's not going to hurt you. You just go ahead and do it. That is some crazy work right there. This is Candace, y'all.
Yes, but I just want to say, because the other one that people respond with is, they're like, what's happened to Candace Owens? She's lost her mind now.
What? She's always been this way.
I think she might be right.
What are you talking about? She's always been this way.
You guys have a great day and stay up to date on Social Autopsy updates. And be nice. Just be nice on the internet. It's really easy. You don't have to worry about this if you're just nice.
That's wild. Just be nice, y'all. That's all you got to do is just be nice. Just be nice. Be nice. Behave like we want you to behave, and nobody will get hurt. I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.